The Four Noble Truths are the foundational teachings of Buddhism, encapsulating the essence of the Buddha's philosophy. They act as a spiritual prescription, identifying the problem of human suffering, its root cause, and the actionable path to finding lasting inner peace and liberation. The first noble truth, in Pali, Dukkha Arya Satcha, which means the noble truth of Dukkha. What is Dukkha? Dukkha is often translated as suffering, but it also means stress, dissatisfaction, unease, and unsatisfactoriness. The Buddha pointed out to the reality of human experience. Birth is connected with dukkha, aging is connected with dukkha, sickness is connected with dukkha, death is connected with dukkha. Sorrow, grief, pain, and despair are dukkha. Being separated from what we love is dukkha. Meeting what we dislike is dukkha. Not getting what we want is dukkha. Even pleasant experiences cannot give permanent satisfaction because they change, fade, and pass away. So, the first noble truth is not saying that every moment of life is painful. It is saying that anything unstable, changing, and dependent cannot give lasting peace. The Buddha begins by asking us to look honestly, not with fear, not with sadness, but with wisdom. The second noble truth, in Pali, Dukkha Samudaya Arya Satcha, the noble truth of the origin of dukkha. This means the noble truth of the arising or origin of dukkha. The Buddha taught that dukkha has a cause. The cause is tanha. Tanha means craving, thirst, or desire that clings. It is the mind constantly reaching, I want this, I do not want this, I want to become this, I want to escape that. The Buddha described three forms of craving. Kama tanha, craving for sensual pleasures, the craving for pleasant sights, sound, tastes, comfort, and enjoyment. Bhava tanha, craving for becoming, a desire to become something, to build an identity, to hold on to status, success, or self image. Vibhava tanha, craving for non becoming, a desire to reject, destroy, avoid, or escape what we dislike. Because of craving, the mind cannot rest. It chases pleasure, it fears loss, it resists change, it clings to what cannot be kept. This is why the Buddha did not place the deepest cause of suffering only in the outside world. He pointed to the movement of craving inside the mind. When craving is present, even pleasure becomes unstable. When clinging is present, even success can become stressful. So, the second noble truth shows us the root of dukkha. The third noble truth, in Pali, Dukkha Nirodha Arya Satcha, the noble truth of the cessation of dukkha. This means the noble truth of the cessation or ending of dukkha. This is one of the most hopeful teachings of the Buddha. The Buddha taught that dukkha can end. When craving fades, clinging fades. When clinging fades, the mind becomes peaceful. When the mind no longer holds tightly to what is changing, it is no longer trapped by it. The ending of craving is connected with nibbana. Nibbana is the unbinding of the mind. It is freedom from greed, hatred, and delusion. It is not ordinary pleasure. It is not something dependent on the world giving us exactly what we want. It is peace that comes from release. The third noble truth shows that Buddha's teaching is not pessimistic. He does not only say there is dukkha, he says there is an end to dukkha. Freedom is possible, peace is possible, liberation is possible. The fourth noble truth, Dukkha Nirodha Gamini Patipadda Arya Satcha. This means the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of dukkha. Buddha gave a practical path. This path is called Aryo Athingiko Maggo, the Noble Eightfold Path. It has 8 factors: Samma Dithi, right view; Samma Sankappa, right intention; Samma Vacha, right speech; Samma Kamanta, right action; Samma Ajiva, right livelihood; Samma Vayam, right effort; Samma Sati, right mindfulness; Samma Samadhi, right concentration. This path is the Buddha's medicine. It trains wisdom, it trains ethical conduct, it trains the mind. The Four Noble Truths are not meant only to be believed, they are meant to be understood, practiced, and realized. So, the Four Noble Truths form a complete teaching. The first truth shows the problem, dukkha, unsatisfactoriness. The second truth shows the cause, samudaya, craving. The third noble truth shows the possibility of freedom, nirodha, the ending of dukkha. The fourth truth shows the way, magga, the path. This is why the Buddha's teaching is deeply compassionate. It begins with honesty, but it does not end in suffering. It leads from confusion to wisdom, from craving to release, from dukkha to freedom. These are Chattari Arya Satchani, the Four Noble Truths. In the next video, we will study the Noble Eightfold Path in more detail. Please join me as we explore the words of the Buddha, one teaching at a time.